Hey guys, how you guys doing? Another video, yes, on this channel, yes, but I needed to do this first review of the ZTE Speed. And I'm not saying first review like it's the first one up here, okay, but just my first review on it. So let's go over the phone itself. Basically, I got this phone for $39.99 at Best Buy. Originally, it's $99 on boostmobile.com. For what I got it for, good phone. But the $99 price point, I really wouldn't pay that much for it, and I'll tell you guys why at the end of the video. So let's go over the phone itself. The top has the power button, 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, millimeter headphone jack. On the right side, you have your volume rockers. Left side, you have your micro USB charge port, which is over here. At the bottom is your microphone and nothing else. Back has a 5 megapixel rear camera, not front, rear camera with LED flash, and I don't know if that's a noise canceling mic or if that's just a mic for camcorder mode. And on the top over here you have your speaker grill to listen on your phone calls, and a 2 megapixel front facing camera. So let's go over the specs. Pull out the cheat sheet here. Call it the cheat sheet because, you know, I keep it as backup, trying to remember so many things, and then I don't want to forget nothing. So of course it has a 4.5-inch display, and that's from one angle to another. The resolution's at 540 by 960 with 245 pixels per inch. It's an LCD screen, and it supports multi-touch. The camera, of course, is a 5 megapixel camera with autofocus, touch to focus, face detection, geotagging, and self timer. Camcorder's at 1280 by 720, that's 720p HD, and it has a 2 megapixel front facing camera. The chipset is a Qualcomm Snapdragon 410, clocked at 1.2 gigahertz, Cortex A53 64-bit processor, 1 gig of RAM, 8 gigs of internal storage with 5 gigabytes for the user, and expandable memory up to 32 gigabyte SD card. 2000 milliamp hour battery. Runs LTE Cat 3 EVDO, GPS enabled, Bluetooth, and all that good stuff. So basically, over the last couple of days, I've switched out from my ZTE Max and was using standard size smartphones, and I was using this one. And I gotta say, you know, it works fairly well. I really can't complain, you know, for the money that I paid for it. Downloading apps and stuff like that is okay. I have a couple of apps on here. I don't have too much that I normally would use. Just to tell you guys some of the apps that I have on here. I have, of course, Boost Mobile's wallet, or Boost Mobile Wallet. Facebook, of course, obviously, Google Plus, Hangouts, Inbox, Pebble Rocker. I have the Pebble app. I have Swarm on here, which I'm about to delete because I don't even use it. Snapchat, you know, because I do use that. And TouchPal for a keyboard. Not really heavy on any application downloads, and no, I have not rooted the phone yet. Still looking for a root method for this, and I'll tell you guys about it. Now, a couple of things that I've noticed, like, you know, compared to the ZTE Max, the ZTE Max has like a whole separate storage area, kind of like, you know, broken into like 2 parts. So if you add in external SD card, it, you know, shows 3 different storages. This one only has 1. If you put in an SD card, then it has 2. So, but you know, if I go into how many applications that I have on here already, let's go to settings real quick. I'll show you guys, and we'll go to apps. And just with what I have downloaded, I'm using about 1.1 gigabytes used, and 3 gigs is free. So I could download more stuff, but you know, as usual, the more you download, the more slow and sluggish it becomes. So, you know, just bare minimum apps for me, but I'll probably put it through its paces this week, and I'll download some more apps, and I'll see exactly like where does it start to, you know, cut off. Because honestly, you know, if you fill up like the entire storage, you know, it's gonna slow down. It's gonna become sluggish. You know, whatever. So I'll see what the cutoff point is, you know, before it starts to actually act weird. One thing that I can say is really good about this phone is the fact that coming down from a phablet, you know, it fits perfectly in my hand, so real easy to, you know, to use. Put it in my pocket. It's not so bulky. It doesn't take up too much space. A couple of the downers about it is, you know, it's like this is more of like for like a right hand user type person. Just if you want to adjust the volume, you know, your thumb on your right hand can do it. But if you if you hold it in your left hand, your index finger is gonna have to do it. And I'm used to having the volume rocker on the left side, so I'm always constantly like hitting this side, trying to lower the volume, and then realizing the volume rocker is on the right side. Camera quality, I have to say, is amazing for a budget phone. Okay, now this is not like to go up against flagships that take like some serious crisp pictures, but this will give you good pictures. For 5 megapixels, really good pictures. For selfie, when you're in selfie mode or in groupie mode, this is gonna do it. 2 megapixels, and it's not so so shaded dark or washed out, really bad. I mean, it's pretty bright and vivid. It gets the job done, if you want to take a selfie or a groupie with friends. It pairs up, with my Pebble, so no big deal there. The Bluetooth seems to work pretty good, and alongside with Wi-Fi on, so I can have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth on, and there's not really much of an issue as far as my Pebble getting notifications. That seems to work pretty great. Battery life, I really haven't put it through its paces. I can't tell you guys so much about as like with heavy use or mild use, moderate use, like how long the battery will last. Considering that it does have a weaker resolution screen compared to other devices, I would say the battery would actually last a lot better. But don't quote me on that. I'll tell you guys in the next review about it. And that's and another thing that I found to be a downer: no removable battery whatsoever. I mean, I've said before though, of course, if you use Cerberus, people can't, stealing your phone's gonna be hard if it's a non-removable battery. But there you guys go. I mean, the battery is like right here. It's behind there. So your SD card slot is right there. SIM card right there. So no NFC. So you don't have like tap to pay or any of that stuff. When you have phones like this that have a removable back but no removable battery, I would think maybe the company would capitalize on some colored or tattooed figured back covers to kind of like bring some more revenue into the company. But that's just me spitballing here. I would love to see like a ZTE cover for this that maybe have like some characters, some graphics, something that just pops and gives you more personalization. Call quality is really good. I just got off the phone with my fiance and I heard it just really clear on it. She heard me very clear on her end, and the Wi-Fi seems to keep a strong signal. I know there's some devices that have Wi-Fi, and when you are connected to Wi-Fi, it drops. This one doesn't drop. No drop calls. So yeah, it in general, just for a budget device, I right now in my book this is ranging around 8 out of 10. But we'll see in the final review exactly where I score this phone. But I'm going to try to use this for the next couple of days just to get more of a feel for it. This is all that I can tell you guys from just using it for about 2 or 3 days. And yeah, so if you guys have any questions or want to know anything else about this device, please leave it in the comment section of this video. That way I can get back to you guys on the next video with your questions. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and give me that thumbs up because it really helps me out. And if you have not subscribed, please do so. Click that subscribe button for more videos like this and other stuff that I bring to this channel. My name is Rob, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.